decision making and happiness. Americans today choose among more options in more parts of life than has ever been possible before. To an extent, the opportunity to choose encases our lives. It is only logical to think that if some choices are good, marriage better, people who care about having infinite option will benefit from them. And those who do not can always just ignore the 273 version of career they have never tried. Yet reason herself strongly suggests that psychologically this assumption is wrong, with lower percentage announcing they are happy, although some choices are steady better than none. More is not always better than less. Recent race offer insight into why many people end up unhappy rather than pleased when their opinion expand. We begin by making a distinction between maximers, those who always aim to make the best possible course, and satisfiers, those who aim for good enough, whether or not better selection may be occur. In particular, we composite a set of statements, the Maximus scale, to diagnose people propensity to maxims. We had several thousand people rate themselves from 1 to 7, from complete disagree to completely agree. One such statement as I never settle for second best. We also evaluated their sense of satisfaction with their education. People who score high on the test, the greatest maximers and Janen in more product comparison that the lower scores. But before and after they make purchasing decision and they take longer to decide what to buy. When statistics find an item that meets their standard, they stop looking. But Maximers exerts enormous effort reading labels, checking out consumers' magazines, and trying new product. They also spend more time comparing their purchasing decision with those of others. We found that the greatest maximers are the less heavy with the fruits of their efforts. They also tend to brood or ruminate more than statistics do. Does it follow that maximers are less happy in general than statistics? We tested this by having people fill out a variety of questions known to be reliable indicators of well-being. As might be expected, individuals with high maximization scores expressed less satisfaction with life and were less happy, less optimistic, and more depressed than people with low maximization scores. Indeed, those with extreme maximization rating had depression scores that placed them in the borderline of clinical range. Survivor factor explain why where cost is not always better than less, especially for maximizers. High among these are opportunity costs. The quality of my given option cannot be assessed in isolation from its alternatives. One of the costs of making a selection is make the missing the fables restaurants in the Napa Valley. Early decision making research by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky showed that people respond much more strongly to loss than gains. If we assume that opportunity costs reduce the overall desirability of the most preferred course, then the more alternatives three are, the deeper our sense of loss will be and the less satisfaction we will derive from ultimate decision. These are people feel sorrow about the opportunities they have forgone. They may also suffer regret about the opinion they selected one. My colleagues and I devised a scale to measure proneness to feeling regret, and we found that people with high sensitivity to regret are less happy, less satisfied with life, less optimistic, and more depressed than those with low sensitivity. Not surprisingly, we also found that people with high regret sensitivity and to be maximizers. In that we think that warrior for future regret is a reason that individuals become maximers. The only way to be sure you will not regret a decision is by making the best possible one. Unfortunately, the more option you have and the more opportunity cost you answer, the more likely you are to experience regret. In a classic demonstration of the power of sound quotes, people we are afraid season subscription to a local train company. Some were offered the tickets at full price and others at a discount. Then the researchers simply kept track of how often the ticket purchasers actually attended the play over the course of the season. Full price payers were more likely to show up at performance than discount payers. The reason for this, the investigators agreed what that the full price payers would experience more regret if they did not use the tickets, because not using the more costly ticket would constitutes a bigger loss. To increase sense of happiness, we can decide to restrict our option when the decision is not crucial. For example, make a rule to visit no more than 2 stores when shopping for clothing. Thank you.